We're speaking to former undisputed heavyweight champion Lennox. Lennox, last time you were in Poland, it was 1987. I want to ask about the thing that a lot of people in Poland, boxing fans, talk about sparrings you had with Andrew Golota. I already know the answer, that you didn't spar with Andrew, but
right.
I like our readers to know everything about it.
Well, what happened is the Canadian team came over to work with the Polish team, and we stayed over a week, and you know, they didn't really have too many super heavyweights at that time. They had a heavyweight, and they also had a heavyweight that wasn't there that everybody was talking about, and it was Andrew Golota. And he was in a little trouble, but they did speak about him, and they said that that was their heavyweight, and that we would meet sometime in the future.
As an amateur, you worked with Matt Mizerski. Do you remember him?
Yeah, definitely Matt. He helped me in my career. He was working on the Canadian national team as well, and you know, Matt always had good things to say about me, and he felt that I was a good prospect for the future, and he said one day I would be a world champion.
In 1997, you finally met Andrew Golota in the professional ring. You destroyed our heavyweight hope. Were you especially motivated by the performance that Andrew gave against Riddick Bowe?
Yeah, I was definitely motivated by that. You know, anybody that I spoke to and I said, you know, me and Andrew Golota are gonna fight, people would say, "Ooh, he punches low. Watch out!" And I was like, you know, I was upset. You know, because I felt that he was going to go punch me low, because in both fights with Riddick, he punched him low. So, you know, I didn't want this to happen to me, and I went out there, I was very focused, I was upset. Plus, he caught me coming out of my camp, and I had a great camp, so I was in terrific shape. So I went in there and I just destroyed him.
Did you expect more from Andrew?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that easy. You know, when you go into a fight, you don't expect to knock a guy out straight away or with a first punch or so. But once I seen that he was hurt, I just kept throwing punches, and, you know, the referee stepped in.
There were in Polish press and media some gossips that after the Oliver McCall, Akinwonde and Golota fights, that your corner using voodoo.
I don't even know what voodoo is. Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, man, it was no voodoo. Everything was hard work. Hard work. I spent time in camp, and I don't know. After that, I said that I was going to get rid of all the misfits in boxing, and you know, all the guys that gave me bad fights were the guys that I call misfits, and I got rid of them.
You finished your career with win over Vitaly Klitschko. You were preparing actually to Kevin Johnson, and the opponent was switched.
10 days.
Then 10 days before the fight. How do you remember the preparation, the fight?
Well, you know, this is a year after fighting Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson was my true nemesis, and he was the person that was ducking me my whole career, and everybody wanted to know when this fight was going to happen. And you know, I fought him, and then after that fight I took a year rest, and then I said I was going to come back against Kurt Johnson from Canada. Kurt Johnson decided not to fight me, and now I hear later on that Vitaly paid him off not to fight him and said, "Kurt, don't fight him, I'll fight him, Lennox Lewis. I've been training for 2 years, and after I beat Lennox Lewis, then I'll give you the first fight." So he took it, and I took it when I shouldn't have. You know, looking back at the fight, I shouldn't really take a fight in 10 days. But, you know, HBO kind of talked me into it. They said that this was a date, that, you know, what are they going to do? It's a free date. If I could please take it, this would be icing on my cake if I took on the Klitschko brother. So I decided to take the fight, and the fight wasn't pretty, and it was the first time I boxed a fight like that, you know, coming after a guy, and, you know, I was really trying to knock him out. But at my worst, I still beat Vitaly Klitschko at his best.
Yeah, but how do you feel when you hear Vitaly claiming that he's undefeated? Because he lost not to Lennox Lewis, to Chris Barrett, but to his body.
Yeah, well, you know, what I say in order to be the best fighter in the world, you have to have great stamina. You have to be able to take a good punch. You have to be able to box on the inside, and you have to be able to box on the outside. And your skin cannot cut easy. If you go in there and you get hit and you get cut easy, how can you call yourself the best in the world? Because your weakness is your cuts. So if anybody goes in there and hits you and cuts you, they win. So, you know, you can never say he's the best in the world because he's got a weakness. His weakness is his skin. His skin cuts easy if it gets hit, and I hit him. And, you know, a lot of heavyweights out there don't realize all they need to do is hit the Klitschkos, and then there'll be different results. Because every time they did get hit, they would always lose.
I know that you rate Vitaly over Vladimir Klitschko. Why?
Oh yeah, he's better boxer. He punches. He uses that jab well. He's an awkward fighter. He throws a lot of punches, and he moves well. Like, you know, in the Adamek fight, I felt that he was on fire in that fight. He boxed so well. He looked like a middleweight boxing. And you know, you got to give credit where credit's due. And he boxed well in that fight. I felt bad for Adamek because Adamek had no answer for him. You know, like I said, I blame the trainer and I blame the manager because they didn't prepare Adamek the way they should have. They should have come to me and asked me, what do I do against this big man? You know, I'm the only one that defeated him. I can tell them what to do. But, you know, they wanted to do it themselves. And, you know, everybody that boxes the Klitschkos right now, if they don't come correct, they're going to lose in the same fashion.
Do you consider Klitschko brothers like a nowadays version of Lennox Lewis? They seem to be unbeatable, but they seem to be also underrated.
Yeah, I think Vitaly is very underrated. He's just remarkable. You know, I actually love seeing him fight. And as far as Vladimir, you know, is still young. Is still a little bit tight. Although he's got the best trainer in the world, he's still tight in there. You know, you look at him against the David Haye fight. The David Haye fight, you know, he should have been a lot better. He should have been doing a lot of different things, but he didn't do because David Haye really just threw 2 punches at him. And, you know, I think Vladimir was playing it a little bit too safe in that fight and could have did a little bit more.
It seems like Vitaly's Klitschko #1 boxing dream is to get a rematch with you. There's any chance?
Well, you know, I seen his wife, and his wife said, "Please, when are you going to fight my husband? Please, you should need to fight him because, you know, he's going mad. He needs to fight Lennox Lewis again."
If you look in the past, which fight actually was the statement for you? Because there were some time that you were underrated, as in America especially. Then you became the undisputed champion. Which fight was it?
Well, I think it was the Holyfield fight. Was really a big statement because, you know, the Americans don't like giving anybody and saying that you're the best. You know, they're always, if there's a guy out there that you haven't fought, they're saying, well, he's the best. Like everybody was saying that, you know, Mike Tyson's the best. And I was saying, well, how is Mike Tyson the best? He didn't fight me. Holyfield's the best. He's not the best. He didn't fight the best yet. I'm the best. So what I had to do was beat every one of the American fighters before they gave me that credit.
So there's no chance that Lennox Lewis could get back in the ring. So you're training now?
No, you know, I don't think I'll get back in the ring anymore.